What's up, guys? This is your boy Jay Corbett of Team Sanctum, and this is the first time I'm doing this. Oh man, my camera's shaking. First time I'm ever doing this. It's a deck profile with, the webcam in the corner and whatnot. And I think I'm going to be doing more and more Yu-Gi-Oh stuff online, because that seems to be easier way for me to get content out and for you guys to see what kind of ideas that I'm coming up with. So I decided to do the first video on my second place Altergeist deck that came in second place last Saturday. My matchups were Senju, Time Lords, Paleo, Mech Knight, Sky Striker, Invoked. I had also Ancient Gears, which was a actual pretty tough match. My only loss was to the Paleos, and that was just because I did not open up none of the nuts, and it's kind of sad when I don't open up anything. But anyways, we're gonna get on right to this deck profile and tell you my ratios. So starting off with the monsters, we got 1 Conquery, we got 3 Marionetter, 3 Meliseek, 3 Multi-Faker, 2 Silk, 3 Ash Blossom, and 2 Droll and Lock. The Conquery has been one of my favorite techs now ever since I switched it from the trap card for Altergeist. I switched it, and that's my phone, because Conquery is actually more useful, especially during the battle phase. You get to stop an attack, and you get to negate a monster's effect, which is pretty dope. And then Marionetter obviously is your one normal summon in the deck that you really focus on hard turn 1, besides Meliseek. And then Meliseek can search out for your monsters if it's left the field. It can attack directly, and it can spot removal stuff off the field. Then you got old girl Multi-Faker right here. Obviously everyone knows that she's the one that made this deck. Special summons out Silk during your opponent's turn, because Silk is one of the more important monsters to special summon out of the deck. It's a Kieran for our deck, which is pretty awesome. Then we got Ash Blossom here at 3, just generically stops everything. Then we got Droll and Lock Bird for the Goki matchup, just to say no, stop their play, and be able to at least survive one turn. For the spell lineup, we got 2 Desires for consistency. We got 2 Dualities, because digging in your deck is what you need to do with this. And then I played 2 Scapegoat this last Saturday. So I've been debating on just throwing Scapegoats in certain decks, just because Scapegoat is just a really good link starter, and it actually did very well for me, especially in my in my Ancient Gear match. What I remember was I went into Nightmare Cerberus, and I popped a monster that was like a big issue, and I got rid of another monster by linking into another, I think it was Underclock Taker. I don't know, it's been a week, I got a bad memory, and I was able to get rid of the other monster, and then I was able to set up my board, and he couldn't stop anything. We're gonna go into the traps. We got Altergeist Manifestation, which is our Call the Haunted, really good, and it can add back a trap by banishing it itself from the grave. We got our own negation. We have Altergeist Protocol. It prevents our effects from getting negated at all while it's face up on the field, which is really good. Then we got 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance for that Sky Striker matchup, 1 Imperial Order, and then we got the 2 Mind Crush for the trap cards. I played 2 Mind Crush just for the sheer fact that ripping an opponent's card out of their hand once you see that they searched it, especially if it's a key component to their combo, it tears the opponent down a lot. And then we got 3 Personal Spoofing, because you need to search the deck. This card needed to be called Altergeist Spoofing. I don't care. This needed to be a card that you can set with Marionetter. I don't know why Konami set Personal Spoofing like that. I don't know why it's just called Personal Spoofing. And then we got 2 Rivalry of the Warlords. This card did not really come in clutch for me at all last Saturday, because all the decks I went up against, they had the same type. All of them had the same type, except for my Invoked Mech Knight Sky Striker matchup. But in that matchup, I never even saw Rivalry, and I managed to still win. And last but not least, we have 2 Solemn Strikes for negations. And so we'll go on to the extra deck. Extra deck was, I decided to try something new when it comes to spot removal stuff. So I decided to throw in Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon because obviously getting rid of extra deck monsters in the extra monster zone is a key thing to do. And it can stop a Goki board. It can break it, and then you can be able to do your plays to get rid of the rest of it. We got 1 Raid Raptor Ultimate Falcon because, you know, Waken the Dragon's a card. We play 3 Altergeist Hextia because she's one of the big combo, well, not big combo, one of the big playmakers in the deck. Once she's out on the board, you are pretty much establishing that you are about to set up a board that, like, most people won't be able to out. So, yeah. Play 1 Prime Banshee. I haven't summoned her at all, but actually, yes, I did. I summoned her 1 time Saturday, and she was pretty clutch. I used her actual effect, and it was pretty clutch. 1 Decode Talker. We got 1 Firewall Dragon. 1 Nightmare Cerberus. 1 Nightmare Phoenix. 1 Nightmare Unicorn. 1 Link Spider. 1 Link Karibo. 1 Proxy Dragon. And 1 Underclock Taker. For the side deck was personal choice because of my locals and for me being worried about certain matchups. So in the side, we got 2 Cyber Dragons, we got 2 Gamma Seals, we got 2 Called by the Graves, we got 1 Dark Hole, 1 Raigeki, we have 2 Shared Ride, 2 Waking the Dragon, and 3 Wiretap. Now I wasn't expecting anything big to come in during locals, like any trap-based deck or anything. I just chose Wiretap because Red Reboot for this deck is, like, I realistically had to think about it, it's not that good for this deck. So, had to do that. So, I can show you guys a couple of test hands. Let's see. 2, 3. Here's one. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got Personal Spoofing, Altergeist Marionetter, Pot of Desires, Anti-Spell, Protocol. So what you would do in this situation is you would normal Marionetter, and then you would set a Manifestation, set Protocol, set Fragrance, and set Spoofing. Then you just activate Desires. Let's see, end up banishing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Draw 2. I didn't shuffle the deck. I didn't randomize the thing, but if we ended up getting this, like, we at least have a hand trap in hand, and we have a another Marionetter to be able to set something else from the deck. But yeah, overall, that is my Altergeist deck profile. Be sure to leave a like, comment on the video. If you guys actually like this type of deck profile instead of the you know, live ones, I'm still gonna do the live ones. It's just that doing online is way easier for me. So be sure to leave in the comments if you want me to do that. Be sure to subscribe to us for more content, and yeah, check out our Patreon. And as always, it's your boy Jay Corbett signing out.